But I'll talk to you later. I'm glad you listened. Yeah.
The feud between 6ix9ine and Meek Mill began near the end of last week while 6ix9ine was gearing up for his big comeback. Well, Meek, he had this to say. I hope that rat going live to apologize to the people he told on or the victim. Y'all forget that fast the rat killed Nipsey. He wasn't supposed to be on the streets. That's the only thing I'ma say because he's dead. Left his baby mom and child like a coward as targets. Now 6ix9ine, he swiftly responded to the diss in a similar fashion, commenting, imagine having a newborn baby come into the world and be pressed about a Mexican with rainbow hair.
Listen, a family, boom. I'm the headliner, boom. Kids, boom. My nuts, boom. So I go on the internet, boom.
Now he later went on live to 2 million people where he talked about his status amongst other rappers in the game, also those who were calling him a rat. He had this to say.
I would be mad. If a nigga ratted and I spend my whole life trying to be a real bruh, I'd be mad too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I'm genuinely sorry. And another thing I want to address for the King of New York, let's cut that out. Little boy, sit down. If you don't got this watch, I'm not beefing with anybody from New York. If you don't got this watch. If you don't got this watch right here, you a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. You a little boy.
Now, if you guys want to see the full video of everything he said on Instagram Live, we posted that on Friday night. Check it out. Now, Meek Mill, he tweeted out more responses to 6ix9ine, calling him an informant behind a keyboard. And he also said that Tekashi's new track, well, it's trash. He actually called it, it's super trash, with like 100 H's. His tweet continued, you gone up 100 shots, stop, turn Durkio, and Nav back on. I didn't know they called Lil Durk Durkio. News to me. Now 6ix9ine also followed up with another diss aimed at Meek, but this time he used Nicki Minaj, who he collaborated with on Fifi, and he brought up their past relationship. Now Tekashi responded to this Instagram video that Meek posted. It's essentially a BeforeTheyWereFamous clip. He called himself the greatest rapper of all time. Take a look.
Can't do the time, then don't do the crime. Facing 20 years, but turned out a 2 to 5. Talking to them people, you even told them lies. You wasn't even there, you snitching on a homicide.
But underneath that video, 6ix9ine replied, imagine being this pressed, Nicki don't want you no more. Now this comment, it has since been deleted by Meek. That's kind of embarrassing.
This guy's a simp.
Hold on, what?
We don't like you.
I'll give you $100.
You're a very likable person, bro.
Now this wasn't all we heard from Meek, because he also had this to say. Now the internet got a witness and witness protection living in a townhouse that can't even come outside saying, check on me. I'm helping free people, you putting family members behind bars. I gotta crush you for the culture, you chump. How you sleep at night, lol. This was finally followed by, we control the culture, lol, and I'ma set an example. Lol. You gotta get them lols in. It's actually tougher when you don't lol, if you ask me. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, he's just playing around, we're cool. I don't think you are. Now, Meek Mill is just one of a long list of hip-hop heavyweights proclaiming their hatred for Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi, I said that right? Anyway, the clown prince of hip-hop, well, he likely has them all exactly where he wants them. No controversy in headlines, he'll get these at all costs. And 6ix9ine, well, he's built a career on trolling his way into infamy. So, I feel like he doesn't care. You know what I mean? As long as people are talking, he's getting them views.
Bruh. Удивительная история. У меня просто шишка так стала, что сейчас стены ебаные.
Now, while we wait to see who is crowned the victor between these two in their now anticipated diss tracks, well, we're gonna do something that we do here on this channel, which is a good old-fashioned versus video. Here, we're gonna break down their clout, their album sales, and their collabs to see which artist is actually the true victor. Now, in our last versus video, that was between Lil Uzi Vert and Playboi Carti, and 77% of you guys voted for Lil Uzi Vert. I'm actually interested to see what you guys have to say in this one. I feel like there's a lot of 6ix9ine fans on this channel, but it's pretty close. Like, I've already scripted this whole thing. It was hard to pick a winner. You guys will have your say a little later in the video because we do a poll. That makes sense, right? Yeah, I'm Michael McCrudden. Let's just get into it. Also, I have a 6ix9ine shirt. But that don't mean I'm voting for him. I probably am. Anyway, let's go. Round one, fight! Alright, for round one, we're gonna talk about clout, which is social media status. Now, Meek Mill, he's got a healthy 19.8 million followers on Instagram, which is a whole lot more than I actually expected him to have. Now, 6ix9ine is catching up quickly because he skyrocketed from just over 15 million to 19 million and counting since he went live just last week. Damn, he shot up like 5 million followers. I didn't think gooba was that good. right? Now on Twitter, 6ix9ine is actually trailing with around 650,000 followers, but his account, it was only created before he was sent away in 2018. Now Meek Mill, he's been on the platform since 2009, and on there he boasts a whopping 9.8 million followers. Now over on
YouTube,
Meek Mill, he's sitting on 4 million subscribers with 2.3 billion views for his channel. Now that pales in comparison to 6ix9ine's 11 million subscribers with a similar number of channel views, but he's got 2.4 billion. He just added 100 million like on Friday. That video blew up. Now surprisingly, when you add up all them followers, because 6ix9ine slept on Twitter, well Meek Mill, he actually has more clout. That is for the time being. But it is what it is, so I'm giving Meek Mill the win in round 1. Round 2, fight! Alright, for round 2, let's take a look at their ranking on the Billboard charts. Now 6ix9ine has had 15 entries previous to Gooba, which hit on the Billboard Hot 100. Now Gotti, it clocked in on the low end at number 99, but Fifi opposite Nicki Minaj, well that hit number 3. Now he was also featured on A Boogie's Swervin', which reached the number 38 spot, but then when they made the music video, Tekashi didn't make the cut. Like, they couldn't put him in the video because he was in jail, but they actually dropped his part of the song, which actually made the song a little bit better, in my opinion. His 2018 mixtape, Day 69, it clocked in at the number 4 spot, and then his album, Dummy Boy, which got leaked, well, it still managed to crack number 2 on the US Billboard 200. Alright, so we gotta compare this to Meek. Now, he has 51 entries onto the Billboard Hot 100, with 1 top 10 hit for his song Going Bad featuring Drake, that clocked in at number 6. Now he's also got a ton of entries in around like the 90s, the 80s, and the 70s, but still, 51 songs in total, that's a lot. Now when it comes to albums on the Billboard 200, well Meek, he's had some serious success. Now Championships from 2018, it peaked at number 1, same with Dreams Worth More Than Money in 2015. Now Dreams and Nightmares, it climbed to number 2, and the mixtape DC4, it got to number 3. So in total, he's had some pretty big success with album drops. Now with all this being said, it would be pretty justifiable to give Meek the win, but I am reporting this fresh off of 6ix9ine's Gooba release. Now that song, it broke YouTube's record for the biggest 24-hour debut for any hip-hop video of all time, and he also broke the record for the most number of people tuning into the platform's Instagram Live. He got 2 million views and counting, I was one of them. So I don't know, that's gotta count for something, right? So for round 2, I'm gonna give 6ix9ine the win here. Seriously, his songs do chart higher when they drop. Gotta give him a win for something. Alright, let's move on to round 3. Round 3, fight! Alright, for this round, we're gonna talk about collabs. Now when it comes to collabs, well, Meek Mill, he's worked with a long list. Now even his biggest rival, Drake, he came around to be Meek Mill's biggest hit when the two patched up their beef. Now he's also worked with DJ Khaled, Future, Pusha T, The Game, Rick Ross, Jay-Z, and more. And he's also had a pretty serious relationship with Nicki Minaj. They were a couple from 2015 to 2017. I'd call that a cosign. Even when they broke up, there was like no bad blood. But then Nicki, she went on to work with 6ix9ine for Fefe. Fifi, you know the one. Also on there was Murder on the Beat. Now, there are a few others that have worked with 6ix9ine, like Trippie Redd, also A Boogie, but I mentioned that he distanced himself, and Trippie Redd, those two ain't boys, that's for sure. It actually appears that everyone who works with 6ix9ine has kind of turned their back on him. Like everyone in the music industry right now, they've got nothing but hatred for the guy. We're talking some OGs like Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Boozy, even younger artists like Lil TJ. They're all talking about 6ix9ine. There's actually no love, but from Oso UJ. That's all he's got. So if you were to ask me, well, that would be another win for Meek Mill. But I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. We got the poll above my head, and now you're gonna tell me who you think is the true victor between these two artists. Now, if these guys do drop some diss tracks, that's gonna be very interesting. I think it'll be good for Meek Mill. Like, it'll be like, make him relevant for a younger generation. And for 6ix9ine, well, I don't think rapping's what he's best at. So it's a good place for him to showcase some new skills or to impress people in a different arena. He can troll, he can get your attention, he's entertaining. I just don't think he's the best rapper. And I'm wearing his clothes as I say that. Anyway, my name is Mike McCrudden, you already know that. I'll announce the winner of this versus when we drop another one. And I need suggestions from you guys who the next one should be on. How about NBA Youngboy versus 6ix9ine? Or Drake versus 6ix9ine? Or Drake versus NBA Youngboy? It never ends. You let me know who's next, and I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!